This is Jesse with Jesse Dean Designs and Custom Products. We're going to go ahead and do a tutorial video on how to remove and replace an on-off knob on your MK3D, M3D, MK3, MK2, MK5, and M5G. That was a mouthful. Anyway, we'll go ahead and show you how to do this. It's actually relatively simple. A lot of people think that it's just the knob to pull on and off, which it's not. You actually have to disassemble the bottom of the turntable. So we'll go ahead and do this. First thing you do is pull the platter, just like so. Put that off to the side. Get yourself a soft towel or some type of foam product. Pick up your turntable. Lay down the towel so you've got something there. Flip over your turntable so you got all the screws and everything exposed. Undo any cables that you might have. So you got in two separate areas. Grab yourself like a dish. Go ahead and put your parts in. Cordless drill usually works real easy. Make sure you've got yourself something with a ratchet on it or some type of clutch so you don't strip it or over tighten your screws or strip them out. I think this is a number 2 screw tip or number 1. So your feet spin right off. Just like that. Get your screw gun and go ahead and pull all the screws out. Okay, once you have all your screws off, go ahead and bring up the corner here so it pops off. Make sure all your screws are out. Feed your cables through the hole, like so. Same with your power cord. Feed that through, like so. And take your boot and just set it off to the side. Now right here, inside here, you can see you have basically a small E-clip. There we go. Small E-clip. So get yourself a small screwdriver, like so. Make sure you keep your hand around here, so because if this clip flies off, you don't want it to fly, get all over, lose it. So I just stick it in there, pop the clip off, like so. Usually use a magnetic style screwdriver. Put that in a safe place. Bring up the little cam, slides off. Now underneath the cam there's a spring here with a little ball bearing. Sometimes the bearing sticks, sometimes it doesn't. Use a magnetic screwdriver, pull the bearing out. Set those off to the side. Now your button is fully clear, so you can go ahead and push it through, and it slides right out the bottom. So here's your on-off knob for that. Now you can use the MK2 knob or this. It's all the same for the MK2, M3D, MK5, M5G, MK3. All same setup. Exact same thing, just maybe a little different shape on the knob. We're going to go ahead and install one of the new aluminum knobs. This is the new aluminum knob. It's billet aluminum. The shaft has been pressed in, so it's not a plastic where it'll break apart and snap. This one here will actually be pressed right in. So you can go ahead and go underneath. Find the hole that it goes into. You just push it through inside, just like so. Let her down. So everything should be set right. Take your little ball bearing with your magnetic screwdriver. Put the little ball bearing in place where it was before. There should be some grease inside here that should hold it in place. If you don't have, if there's no grease in there for the ball bearing to slide correctly, you can use regular dielectric grease, which I use for pretty much everything. Doesn't affect plastics, doesn't collect a lot of dust. It works really good on electronics, but this one has plenty of grease, so we're going to go ahead and put that back together. So you take your cam with the spring side, put that down and on the shaft there. Turn the knob. There we go. Cam slides right down and it fits right on the ball bearing. Now grab your little E-clip, and you're going to need a small pair of pliers. It's a simple set of pliers, like so. Put your E-clip in place. Clip until it's in, just like so. So we're ready to go. You can flip over the turntable and flip over the turntable, and the knob is installed, ready to go. Click, click. Works awesome. So we can put the boot back on the turntable with a rubber base. So we grab the rubber base, just like so. We'll feed the cables back through like we took it off. And we feed the cords back through like so. Make sure all the wires stay clear or fully clear. Snap the boot back down on, or the base, or whatever you want to call it. Grab some screws. Usually want to start in the center and work your way out with the screws. Now on the last one here where the stop start button is, you want to go ahead and make sure you do not over tighten that, because that is going into plastic. The plastic will strip and break. So you be very careful, do it very slowly. Until it grabs, and when you slowly see it stop, stop. And that's good enough on that one there. So that's what you don't want to overstrip that or break that. Now since I have the feet off, I'm going to go ahead and clean the feet. Make sure they're all nice and shiny again. Okay, now flip your turntable over. Bam, nice big shiny button. On-off knob. Put the bladder back on. Once the bladder's back on, go ahead and take the power cord. Plug it in. Now never plug this in while the covers are off, just in case of electrocution or any type of shock. So you always want to assemble it back together. Turn it on. Bam. We have ourselves new on-off knob for the Technics. This is Jesse Dean with Jesse Dean Designs, and this is how to remove, replace, and reassemble your 1200 power knob and power button. Peace!